Oh, good morning, everyone. My name is Guillaume Soergel. I'm the chairman of the Revolutionary Council for the Provisional Government of the Democratic People's Republic of Sandus. And recently I've been on the OAM forums, which I haven't been in quite some time. But I've been reading through, and something I found infuriating, and something that I found very ignorant. In fact, I have it right here. First of all, it seems that continuously, and with no regard to the information that I gave to this community in a whole, and at large, in my last video, I believe, I said that Comrade Leffler was not the cause of this. We do not know who authorized this Operation Luxembourg. But it seems that even though Mr. Meehan has apologized to Mr. Leffler for disregarding that Comrade Leffler was not the cause of this authorization, Mr. Danforth has still to do that. And I mean, I'll be honest. Lately I've been feeling a little undermotivated because two of my, I have to admit, most favorite comrades, Comrades Meehan and Comrade Leffler, have been arguing with each other over the course of this, and I've been feeling undermotivated. And to be honest, I've been giving into defeatist ideas, and I've thought about resigning. But that's not who I am. That's not who someone who is a socialist is. Because a socialist, and especially a revolutionary, keeps fighting. Mao did in the Chinese Civil War. And I'll do that now if need be. But something I found most infuriating, just completely ignorant and infuriating, and to be honest, I'll be honest tonight. Mr. Danforth, climb out of your hole, because it's completely ridiculous to say to another person, God have mercy on your soul. It is completely ignorant, because not everyone is a Christian. I'm not a Christian, and I believe you know that very much, sir. And to be honest, this is the same kind of crap that I've dealt with for the past 5 years about my religion. I'm proud of who I am, and I don't need to be told or have any other person who follows the same religious path as I to hear this. I don't need to be told that God should have mercy on my soul. I find it completely politically and diplomatically unorthodox. And not only have you not retracted and apologized for that statement, and there are many more. You continuously said on this one thread that God should have mercy on your soul, that you should pray for yourself. I don't believe in that. Of course I believe in prayer, but I do not believe that, first of all, I don't believe in God. I do believe, as a Buddhist and as a pagan, I believe that there are many gods. Because I believe that there is a karmatic cycle, and the very top of that cycle is being a god. The very bottom, a demon. I believe in that because I'm a Buddhist. And this is the first time, and perhaps the only time, that you're going to hear me publicly talking about my religion. And so here I have some articles of my faith. These, sir, is a mala. There are 108 prayer beads on this mala. That's a standard number for Tibetan Buddhists, and for each bead you do a prayer. course, that's pretty quickly because you can just say mantra. But some other prayers are much more difficult. This is also another article of my faith, the Iliad. It talks about how the gods can work in ways to help human beings. Athena, she helped Odysseus. Tethys helped Achilles. This is another one. It comes right after the Iliad. And this is the Buddha Amitabha. Now, I don't understand for a minute as to why you are telling someone in a diplomatic setting that they should pray for their soul. You don't see, actually no, you do see George Bush doing that. You don't see the Queen of England, oh, fuck you do. But, I mean, the Queen of England, during her Christmas addresses, she's telling people about how, about the teachings of Christ. And in fact, there's a quote by a Buddhist teacher, I believe, that he said, I love your Christ, but I don't love your Christians. And, well, of course he does, but it means he doesn't like the people who worship Christ, because he's not following their teachings. He's not following Christ's teachings. And that's, I believe, very true for many people, at least where I live. They worship God or they worship Christ, but they have absolutely no regard to the teachings of Christ. And strangely enough, people, I'll be honest, I went to a discussion one time, and they were discussing the Old Testament and not the New Testament, which I find that completely strange, because if you're talking about the Old Testament, you should be a Jew. I'll be honest. That's the reason why it's the Old Testament. Because the New Testament wasn't good enough for Christians. And I'm quoting Lewis Black there. But I don't understand how or why you would ever tell someone to pray for their soul. Especially in this century, in this 21st century. I don't understand why you would do that. You don't see me going around, well, you know, you should pray to Buddha Amitabha for Buddha Amitabha for long life. You don't see me going around, well, you know, the Buddha Shenrezig works in mysterious ways. That is the Buddha of compassion too. You just don't say that. So, sir, I'm going to challenge you right now to crawl out of your hole and actually partake in real discussions without offending anyone, without insulting anyone. Because if you are the age that you say that you are, which I sincerely doubt, simply because you don't sound like your age, then I challenge you to actually grow up and actually talk and fight like a diplomat. Because there are people in this community which can do so without getting religion involved. And frankly, I believe that Comrade Leffler, Mr. Meehan, Comrade Meehan, since he is a Catholic, I believe, if I remember correctly, you should simply try to aspire like them. Anyway, good night.